Rob is we're kind of concerned about old Billy Belichick, and Rob thinks that he needs to go ahead and step down before the end of the season. Go ahead and elaborate a little bit, Rob. Let him know.
So I'm thinking right now is like one because let me pull up the scores. Like right now, the not Vikings, the Raiders and the Patriots are actually playing. And last time I checked, it was 3-0 Raiders, and so I'm thinking right now, and actually it's 10-3, 10-3 Raiders.
Hmm.
I honestly see Bill Belichick stepping down before the end of the season. I honestly do. I think that with how abysmal this team is, granted, they just called up Malik Cunningham to the active roster and signed him to a 3-year deal. Malik Cunningham was playing well during the preseason as the quarterback slash wide receiver. There's not, as far as I know, there was no mention of what he's going to be playing when he actually get or once he actually is playing, whether that is quarterback or receiver, but kind of don't matter because that offense is just poop. Like the offense, they get no separation. They have really no game breaker. It's the same issue that they were having with Tom Brady. I think that Bill Belichick after this season or even before the end of the season steps down and just says, you know what, there's nothing I can do for this anymore. I ain't got it, and I don't really feel like dealing with this because he has been dealing with this for the last what 3 4 years.
Yeah,
They have had nothing. They have had or they've had next to nothing to nothing. They had Antonio Brown for a few games, and that was the last game breaker that they really had. They tried
hmm,
to basically kick the tires on Cam Newton. Cam Newton's body basically said, "Kick it, why you kicking me?" and basically did not come to play. At least for more than not for more than 2 games.
exactly.
So Patriots basically are abysmal. They've been abysmal. The defense isn't like breakdown stop, like they used to be. I think the last time they showed the Patriots, they said they were getting outscored 72 to 3 in the last couple games before today. And now, it's like 83 to,
6 or
7 to
something like
6.
that.
It's bad for the Patriots, and it's been bad. I don't see Robert Kraft firing Bill Belichick, even though they've talked about that. Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft have not seen eye to eye for a very long time. I don't think, and this might be more optimistic by me, but they've been together for the last 23, 24 years. They are not going to basically, he's not going to do this man like that. I don't see it happening. But I do think that Bill Belichick is going to be like, you know what? I've done all I could do here. I've had so many people come out of here. I basically, built this whole thing up to what everybody sees. And I was the defensive genius. I was the guy that basically made all of this happen. I was the common denominator, even though technically Brady also was too. But I have been the common denominator of success with this team. I will leave. Somebody else will come in, and probably he's gonna name his son as the successor. The son that looks like the dude with the with the thin hair and the mohawk.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just saying that it's might be time. I ain't gonna say it's Bill Belichick's time to step down, but I very much see him stepping down before the end of the season, probably like week 16,
Well, how
because I
about
think
this?
that he's ready to basically hang it up, and yeah, I think he's ready to go.
Well, how about this, Rob? Because I gotta throw this question. I gotta throw you this curveball. So I thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna step down and not coach at all? And is he gonna give up GM privileges? Because remember, he
Mm.
is their GM too. So is he gonna give up GM privileges? And is Robert Kraft gonna get to handpick another GM? Or do we push Bill Belichick full time GM, let his son take over coaching, and then we try to see Belichick work full time at the front office, or are we just gonna see him give it all up together? Because see, the one problem I have not before I'm gonna let you go in, the one problem I've had with Belichick is this: he's the one been making the GM decisions. I feel like that is what has hurt them so much over the past few years. And we already know this, and I'm gonna speak about this because Dallas is a perfect example. Why does Jerry Jones old ass want to be the GM and owner? You already own this sucker. I don't want to. If I was as rich as you are, Jerry Jones, I just want to sit back and look pretty. I got all the money. Let somebody else run that crap. Let them get their headache off. I don't want this. You do it.
We gonna talk about Jerry Jones another day. I got a topic. I got something sitting in the topic bin for when we gonna talk about Jerry Jones for another day. And we gonna I'm gonna ask you, bro, to put a pin in that. But you bring up a very good question. Will basically Bill Belichick be a GM? I would say no, because I absolutely agree that the problem has been more about they haven't had a useful uh useful like offensive weapon more than it's basically been the the game is passing him by, because whatever you talk about as far as the last 10 years of, say, Tom Brady, or at least the last 15, or like basically the last 15 of New England,
Mm-hmm.
or at least the last few years of Tom Brady's tenure, it's always been he's had a Randy Moss or a Robin Gronkowski.
Yep.
Like that. Why do keep balloons keep coming up? He's always had something where basically he can rely on and say, "That's my game breaker." He had that. He was gonna have that with Antonio Brown, and then things messed up. And so, but he has. But Mike Jones hasn't had that since he's been there. They tried to get it out of Juju Smith-Schuster. That has not worked. They tried to have Hunter Henry come in through there. That has not worked. They just brought Zeke in there and whatever's left of him. That has not worked.
At all.
Everything that they basically brought in, it kind of reminds me of, remember, like, what was it, 2 years ago? They had Mac. It was like Patriots versus Bills, and it was a snowy ass game, and Mac
Mm-hmm.
Jones only threw like 5 times or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Bill Belichick wants. He wants to basically say, look at how good I am on defense. Look at what I can do with defense. And because of that, he has not brought in jack shit good for the Patriots, or like somebody that's a game breaker for the Patriots in a very long time. I mean, when Christian Gonzalez basically went out for the season, he couldn't wait to go get J.C. Jackson back. J.C. Jackson, that was a free agent that went to San Diego. Basically, he couldn't wait to get that motherfucker back. When has he really done that with the Patriots? When has he gotten a straight up still good Pro Bowler that you can basically look at and be like, that's the dude that I need, and went out and got him. And granted, when the Randy Moss situation happened, that was really more about situation. It was right time, right place. Rob Gronkowski, that was just right scouting, right, dude to basically go get.
Yep.
But overall, he has not gone out and gotten the player that he needs that's going to make that offense click. And I don't know why he has it, and I don't know what it is. He's got names. He got when he got Devontae Parker, when he got Juju Smith-Schuster, when he got Hunter Henry, but he hasn't gotten the guy that's going to break this fucking offense through. And that's the thing that, like you said, has been the biggest issue for the Patriots. I don't think Robert Kraft will let him basically keep the GM position if he's going to resign. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Robert Kraft is going to take the GM position from him, but I do think that he's not going to let him just be the GM and or go into like that front office role. Now, it might be like a Bruce Arians situation where it's not the GM, it's not the coach, but it's something within the front office,
Mm-hmm.
just as an advisor role. But I see it being a clean break whenever Bill Belichick does hang it up, whether that is before the end of this year, after this year, or whatever. I think it's going to be straight up. He's not on the team anymore.
Look, this is what I'm gonna say to close out this topic. I don't want advising him if I should pick meat lovers or pepperoni pizza at Pizza Hut as far as I'm concerned. He showed you what he can do as the ingredient fetcher and the cook. He cooks subpar meals all the time, okay? So let's call in a new shopper. Let's get a new chef in here. You go sit your old ass down somewhere and let somebody else do this, okay? It should have been done with. Whenever Tom Brady was leaving and he had to go talk to Robert Kraft, and Robert Kraft told Belichick, "Hey man, don't let Tom go like that. That's my dog right there. I can't let my dog go." And Bill was like, "Yeah, I want Jimmy to." And he was like, "Nah, we gonna keep Tom a little while longer." And Bill felt some type of way, and now you see that his way of cooking don't work no more. His pots don't work the same. All his pots is messed up. They got holes in them. They leaking. The handles is bad on them. The tops don't fit. All kind of mismatched stuff. He's not the right person. I don't want him as an advisor. Hey, if you want me to give you another meal, look, I owe you some money on the contract. Let me go ahead hit you with the Bobby Bonilla, yeah, but hit you with the backside deal. You take this, go chill out. You want box seats? I got you box seats. You done been here forever. Come on in and come chill with me, dog. We'll watch the game. But I need a new GM. I need a new head coach. I need to redo this roster ASAP to make this competitive. I will say this. I'm gonna give Mac Jones one last shot for about 2 years. I'm gonna try to put in some weapons around him. If he gets into that 4,000 yard range, because he's been last year he was 3 yards shy of 3,000. If he breaks into that 4,000, 4,200 yard range, like where Geno Smith has been hovering at the past couple seasons, I'll keep you, bro. We can work with that. But if he can't break that once I get him the weapons, all right, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and see your ass out the door too. I'm gonna move on at that spot too. My personal opinion, Tank, go get Caleb Williams. My personal opinion, yeah. I'm just saying, you first round quarterback.
Try fighting us for him.
Oh, I know it's gonna be a fighting with that, but we're gonna move on.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Bra Amigos podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.